Welcome to my channel, where we discuss everything and all things politics, economy, and development in Nigeria and around the world. The governor of Rivers State, Simi Fubara, is a dead meat. Hear me again. The governor of Rivers State, Simi Fubara, is a dead meat. Obviously, his victory at the Supreme Court, which confirmed his election as the duly elected governor of Rivers State, has not brought the relief that many thought it would. This became obvious when the Rivers State House of Assembly officially stripped the governor of the power to appoint a caretaker committee for local government areas in the state. It became more obvious when they stripped him this power. After they rejected the governor's veto against the legislation that stripped him of that power. And we're going to talk about the implication of this and to show that Simi Fubara will be impeached unless he does something. And before we go further on that, if you are new to my channel, you have not yet subscribed to my channel, please subscribe to my channel, hit the subscription button, hit the notification bell. When you subscribe to my channel and hit the notification bell, anytime I have a new video, you'll be among the first to know. God bless you. Now, don't forget that Simi Fubara had earlier lost the power to appoint a caretaker committee for local government areas when he signed the 8-point resolution that was brokered by President Bola Ahmed Tinubu. So what happened on Friday was the assembly, no matter how you look at it, giving legal bite to that resolution. Don't forget, in that resolution, the 8-point resolution that was brokered by President Bola Ahmed Tinubu, one of the points there was that Fubara shall not reconstitute the Rivers State Council. That he shall not do that. And now this assembly that is populated by people you can regard as illegals, because ordinarily they ought to have been stripped of the powers to make laws in Rivers State, given the fact that they defected from the People's Democratic Party, the platform that brought them to power, and moved to APC when there was no crisis whatsoever in the PDP. But because Nigeria has almost become a banana republic where illegality thrives, instead of their seat being declared vacant, President Bola Ahmed was pretended over a peace resolution that restored them back to the assembly. And now see what they have done. They have used the power given to them by that resolution, which means that that resolution is almost being equated or even higher than the Constitution of the Federal Republic of Nigeria. And see what they have done. They have clipped the wing of a duly elected governor, a governor that his election had been approved by the Supreme Court of the Federal Republic of Nigeria. So the lawmakers who ought to have been denied the powers to make laws until they go and stand for fresh election under the banner of the APC, are the ones making the laws in Rivers State, and they are getting away with it. Because Nigeria is a country where anything goes, as long as you are connected with the powers that be. In this case, these Pro-Wike Lawmakers, they have the backing of President Bola Ahmed Tinubu. Now, with the bills now becoming law, it means that the governor must conduct elections to the state's local governments at the expiration of the tenure of the current officials. Now, the 3 years tenure of the current officials in the state who were elected in 2021, they will expire within the first quarter of this year. So Simi Fubara is between a rock and a hard place. Now, to give legal bite to what they have done, or to prove that they are in order, the Speaker of the House, Martin Amehule, during plenary, read 4 letters addressed to the governor. 4 letters addressed to him by the governor, where in Fubara explained the reason why he declined to assent to the 4 new bills which have been sent to him for assent. They sent 4 bills to Simi Fubara, 4 bills that strip him of all the powers that makes a governor in Nigeria. These 4 bills stripped him of these powers and reduced his authority to a mere observer in his own administration. Talk about being in government and not being in power. What is happening in Rivers State exemplifies that adage: to be in government and not being in power. Remember that former military president Babangida once said that they were not only in government, they were in power. That is when you know you are really the one in charge. When Babangida said that we are not only in government, we are in power, it means everything, all powers and governance reside in your grip. Simi Fubara, with the shenanigan going on in Rivers State, exemplify the true picture of being in government and not being in power. We know that had played out for a long time in Lagos State, where we have had governors who are in government but not in power. All the governors after Bola Ahmed Tinubu, they are in government but they were never in power. Rivers State is presenting the worst part of it right now. Now, the lawmakers, they cited Section 100, subsection 5 of the Nigerian Constitution, which said that the assent of the governor was not required for the passage into law of the said bills. That's it with the matter. Now, the lawmakers also passed into law 3 other bills, which the Speaker said were vetoed by the governor. And we're going to look at these 3 bills, other bills, to show how they stripped Fubara, and how, like they say in local parlance, that the person that used to cut somebody's head don't allow anybody to go to his back with cutlass, because that is exactly what they have done to Fubara. They themselves, they know that Fubara can do to them what they used to do to others. So they were able to use this bill to cut the powers of Fubara to do to them what they used to do to others. Okay? and we're going to look at it. The three other bills that this assembly override the veto of the governor include Rivers State Traditional Rulers Amendment Law, the Rivers State Advertisement and Use of State-Owned Property Prohibition Repeal Law, and the Rivers State Fund Management and Financial Autonomy Law. Now, we're going to look at how they're using this to strip Fubara power that he could have wielded to deal with people like them, the way they used to deal with others, how they dealt with APC when they were in PDP. Now let us look at the first one, the Rivers State Traditional Ruler Amendment Law. This is a law, obviously, that they have amended to strip Fubara the power to sack a traditional ruler. What that means, one of the powers that governors have in Nigeria is their power to strip traditional rulers of their power and sack them and replace them for whatever reason. Of course, they have to follow the law. But under the amendment they did, I am sure they did it to strip Fubara that power so that the traditional rulers will not be tilting towards obeying the governor. Many of these traditional rulers perhaps were appointed by Nyesom Wike. So he cannot strip them. Even when they are openly partisan against him, he can't strip them of their powers. That's a big deal if you understand Nigerian politics. Then the other one is the Rivers State Advertisement and Use of State-Owned Property Prohibition Repeal Law. You see, this law, if you understand this is the law that Nyesom Wike used to stop other political parties from campaigning in Rivers State during the election. You remember that even Atiku Abubakar could not campaign in Rivers State. Atiku Abubakar's billboards, his campaign leaflet and whatever were not distributed in Rivers State. They were not given stadia to do campaign. They did absolutely, they were not allowed to do anything. You remember there were complaints. They put humongous amount, even for parties, to be allowed access to go to a school compound, a school field, to campaign. Now they have stripped all these things, powers from, they have made this amendment to remove the power of the governor to do anything about it and to make it very easy for them, now that they are in opposition, the APC. So they can now, the forthcoming local government election we are talking about, they will campaign freely. They don't need the governor's approval to go to any field, to go to any government property and campaign, to put their billboard anywhere they like. The governor cannot use that same law that Nyesom Wike used to intimidate, to harass his opponents and stop them from having access to public properties to campaign. Now they have stripped out from Simi Fubara. Another important issue here, this bill have done, this bill that they overread the veto of Fubara is the Rivers State Fund Management and Financial Autonomy Law. It means that this one was the one that stopped, it legalized one of the 8-point agenda or 8-point resolution brokered by Tinubu. One of the 8-point resolution was that the Rivers State governor cannot tamper with the funding of the legislature. Okay? Cannot withhold their fund. It cannot do anything that will seem to be hindrance to the release of funds to the legislature and what have you. So this also is giving legality to part of that 8-point resolution. Now, having successfully executed this, because whether we like it or not, those bills are now law in Rivers State. What is the way out? The fact of the matter remains that since Fubara is playing the politics of appeasement, and appeasement throughout political history, not only in Nigeria, have always consumed those who are the appeasers in chief. But Fubara can still manage to stay in power until the time they will get fed up with him. Because right now, with the ease they passed, override his veto, they can easily remove him from office. And one of the traps they have set for him now is the conduct of this local government election. From all indication, he must conduct that election, because he doesn't have the power to appoint caretaker committee. They have already stripped him of that power. He can't appoint caretaker committee, or that would be a good ground for them to impeach him. Remember, before they want to impeach him, but they couldn't give any cogent reason why they want to impeach him, except for the rambling about not maintaining the structure that brought him to power. Now they will have a good reason to impeach him if he doesn't conduct that election and he doesn't have the numbers in the state assembly to support him, which obviously he does. So it means that Simi Fubara, to remain in office, must conduct that election. And if he conduct the election and he doesn't handle it well, it could be the first time in the history of Nigerian local government election where the party of the governor will be defeated if he doesn't handle it well. But he can handle it well by ensuring that a person of transparency is appointed the chairman of the State Independent Electoral Commission. Already the APC are telling him to remove the one that they have right now. They say it's partisan. Whatever may be the case, whoever he will choose, let it be a person of integrity. But I can assure you from my observation of what I have heard about the goings on in Rivers State, the majority of Rivers people are with Simi Fubara. So if they conduct the election as the APC is insisting that they must conduct that election at the expiration of this present council, the people of Rivers State, the onus is now on them to show that they truly love Fubara and they truly want him to teach Wike a political lesson. The people of Rivers State should take it as seriously as any other election in their history, because it will be a local government election to determine the independence of Rivers State from the stranglehold of one man. And I know that many people in Rivers State, most Rivers State people, resent Wike's godfatherism. And you know, nationwide, if you are to conduct an opinion poll, most Nigerians resent Wike and his brand of politics in Rivers State. That being the case, if the Rivers State people conduct themselves well by protecting their vote, when the local government election is conducted, I believe strongly, if it is free and fair, Wike and his group will be dusted, and Simi Fubara will have a hand strengthened at the local government level. That is the only way. So those who support Fubara should work towards ensuring that they disgrace Yeso Wike in the local government election. That's the only way. And how do they do it? By coming out in their numbers, by voting and defending their vote. We know that the history of local government election in Nigeria is for the chairman of the State Independent Electoral Commission to sit one place and write figures. It's not going to be possible now. Fubara is not likely to have the powers, wouldn't enjoy that. The APC dominated local government right now, and the APC dominated State House of Assembly will not allow him to do that. But if the Rivers people are serious, if they truly resent Yeso Wike as the feelers are indicating, and they come out in their numbers, they will be able to defeat him at all the local government election and wards in the state, to send a signal to Bola Ahmed Tinubu that indeed the so-called Rivers State victory that they claimed and awarded him by INEC was only a ruse. It wasn't true. To confirm what the independent verification by the BBC had shown, that Tinubu never won Rivers State, that Rivers State was won by Labour Party. To also confirm what the Premium Times independent verification showed, that Labour Party won Rivers State and not Bola Ahmed Tinubu. They can do it. That is the only way out right now. Because if he does not conduct that local government election, I can tell you for free, they will impeach him. And I can tell you that that will happen. But Fubara can avoid that for now by conducting that election. And then the Rivers State people should come out and show their support for Simi Fubara. The whole of Rivers State. This one is not going to be based on politics. If you are a Labour Party, you are everything. Everybody must rally around PDP to ensure that Yeso Wike is dusted in that local government election. It can be done. The Rivers State people, they are very politically sophisticated. They can do it. They can be able to dust Yeso Wike and his lawmakers at the State House of Assembly. That is the only way to be able to sustain Fubara in power, conducting that election. Because what they are doing is setting traps for Fubara that will give them legal reasons to impeach him from office. They can easily impeach him. Make no mistake about that. Thank you for watching this video. And if you are new to my channel, you have not yet subscribed to my channel, please subscribe to my channel. Hit the subscription button, hit the notification bell. If you subscribe to my channel and hit the notification bell, anytime I have a new video, you'll be among the first to know. God bless you. And please don't forget to like this video, because when you like it, Google will rank it high and recommend it for more people. Thank you, and God bless you and yours.